Hello and welcome back. We're here on the ITWeb Security Summit 2023 show floor in our broadcast booth, which is proudly brought to us in partnership with Snode. Talking of Snode, see how seamless that was, I'm joined now by Stephan, who's the CTO of Snode. Stephan, welcome.
Awesome, thank you for having me, Adrian.
Cool, it's a pleasure. So this morning I wanted to chat to you a bit about threat hunting. So that's the kind of main focus of Snode, right?
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, if we can dig a bit deeper into that, what is it? What is threat hunting? And I think we also talked about the network versus the security operations center. So give us an overview of threat hunting, what it is you do, and yeah, what we should be looking out for.
Excellent, thanks, Adrian. I think in today's day and age, many customers and many enterprises are building SOCs, and what we are really looking for is adding the threat hunting component to just delivering SOC services. Okay. Now, to quickly give you just the difference between the two, normally a SOC is very reliant on the technology. It is something that we are busy automating with, like again, technology detection, something that happens continuously. And what the analyst would do in a SOC is they would wait for a antivirus to tell you that there's malware within the environment, or for the technology to tell you that data is currently being exfiltrated out to another network. Whereas when we're looking at threat hunting, it is very much, it falls into the active defense space where it is something that's very human. Okay. It is something where a human has to come up with a hypothesis to go and look for threats that has never been seen or been found before. So if I can give you an example of that, is like an analyst like myself or like one of our analysts at the office, they would think, okay, I'm looking at what do I want to find, and then starting from there. And that's something that an AI or machine learning cannot do. They don't have the human element to come up with this hypothesis in order to search for something that has never happened before.
And what sort of things would those be? What sort of incidents would they be looking for? I mean, you got like a niggling doubt, or you just want to kind of throw some general hypotheses out there?
I think the key about threat hunting is that you need to be targeted. Okay. So you need to come up with a hypothesis that you can test and that you can confirm. So what you would look for is if you have a suspicion. So there's a few methodologies that we can look at for threat hunting. One is looking at adversaries, so researching them, focusing on threat intelligence, and then going back into the environment and looking for traces of the intelligence that you've gathered.
Sure.
Another one is just social awareness, or just knowing situational awareness, knowing what is within the environment, knowing what is normal within this environment. So if an analyst works within a certain environment for a long time, they start realizing what is common, what are they expecting to see, and if they see something different, they go deeper into that. And then the last one is looking at just domain experience. Somebody that comes in and they know that this type of technology needs to work in this way, or this type of system needs to be accessed in this way, but I'm seeing different access patterns. And that might indicate to me that I need to go deeper and look for something that is maybe wrong, or maybe an adversary within the environment.
Okay. And then I think we kind of chatted before, and you mentioned like looking for different data sources, and there's different kind of requirements for threat hunting. So can you kind of elaborate on that? What are those?
So I think in order to be able to threat hunt, you need to have access to data. If you do not have quick access to the data sources that will be able to give you the intelligence that you can confirm your hunt, or to actually continue your hunt, it's going to slow you down. Now, examples of data sources would be server data or endpoint data, so data that I'm getting from a laptop or from a server that's sitting within a data center. Now, in the olden days, you would have logged onto that server and went through the logs manually to go and find when did somebody log in, who logged in at what time, maybe what access do certain people have. Where what we want to really start doing is onboarding all of these logs onto a single platform, having technology correlate these different data sets for you so that the analyst can work with enhanced data and correlated data, not having to log into different servers in order to almost extract that data.
So I think one thing that you kind of mentioned was like the role of humans in threat hunting. And I think a lot of what we've heard from the various people, from the various presentations, the overarching theme seems to have been AI, the impact it's having. So it seems what you're offering is a kind of a nice mix of both, where you're kind of using the AI is kind of augmenting the human. I think that's the old kind of adage. But yeah, it's kind of helping humans to take away the mundane stuff and enabling them to focus on the more like skilled stuff, perhaps.
Yes. I think what we want to do is we want to have the machines do the hard work, collecting data, bringing it all together, correlating. So machines are very good at working with massive amounts of data. I'm talking billions of records per day that it can go and scrub through and look for the things that we have seen before. And like machine learning, AI is brilliant, but it's very good and it can only do what we have taught it. It can't come up with an idea. It can't come up with a different hypothesis in order to figure out what do I need to go and look for. And that's why the human element is still such a key concept within threat hunting. Now at Snode, what we are looking to do is we're really working towards intelligence amplification, IA. So having the machines do the heavy lifting, bringing a lot of this to the fore, and then a human does the thinking, not the machine. Machine heavy lifting, the human does the thinking, and they can go and come to conclusions based on what the data says.
Okay. Stephan, I think that's been fascinating. I'm just going to, back when I was a student, I used to watch Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
And the favorite bit was when he kind of had any closing thoughts. So I'm going to give you that Jerry Springer moment. Thankfully, there's going to be no ex-partners rushing in onto the stage. But tell us any closing thoughts, any kind of last things that you want to leave with the audience.
No, I think we're just here to kind of bring the message again in terms of, look, having a SOC is brilliant, but I think adding a threat hunting component, adding that human element really elevates, elevates the whole experience in the terms of defense. So bringing in that human element and then adding that, even if you just do it once a month, just choose a random topic, choose something within the environment. Let me go and search whether this adversary is maybe within my environment. Do a little bit of research and then go and look for evidence of that. I think it's really a massive thing that's getting overlooked because everybody is speaking automation, everybody is speaking AI and what the machines can do for us. But if we start bringing it back and using the right tools, letting the tools do the heavy lifting and adding the human component, I think then we'll start getting ahead of the cyber threat that we've got today.
Okay, fantastic.
Adrian.
Stephan, that's been great. So that's Stephan Krynauw from Snode, who is our broadcast partner.